Hey everybody, and welcome to the bullshit party. Now in this one we're going to be taking a close look at the new prize right, the Comet SR. And even though this is not technically the prize right, we're still going to be reviewing it because this is an interesting vehicle that has been removed from the game, in case you didn't know. In any case, we're going to be taking a look at we're going to be taking a look at its exterior, its interior, the way it's customized in Los Santos Customs, and ultimately I'm going to be telling you if this vehicle is worth it in the context of being on the prize right wheel. In any case, let's start with the 360 on the vehicle while I give you some facts about it. This vehicle usually costs $1.2 million, but you can't buy it anymore because Rockstar removed it about 2 weeks ago. It's a two-door car, as you can see. It's a sports vehicle. It was released in 2018, which is completely irrelevant because you can't buy it anymore, as I said. And in terms of interactivity, this is what you can do with it. You can open both doors, the hood and the trunk, which in this case are reversed because this is a rear engine vehicle. It's a really cool one, and I'm really surprised, honestly, that Rockstar decided to remove this particular one because, honestly, this car is a beaut. Very interesting that they decided to remove it and all of a sudden bring it back a couple of weeks later. And last but not least, this is based on the 997 GT2 RS Porsche. So that's some exterior for you. Now let's jump in and look at the interior and listen to how the car sounds. Okay, not bad in the interior front. As for the way the vehicle sounds, honestly, not bad. And with that, let's see what type of drivetrain we are dealing with here. And it should come to no surprise that this is in fact a rear-wheel drive car. And with that, on our way to Los Santos Customs we go. And of course, on our way there, I'm going to be sharing with you my thoughts and impressions of this version of the vehicle. And keep in mind that this is not the stock version of the car because I just couldn't get my hands on it because you need to win basically races for 3 days in a row in order to obtain it. You need to place first in a street race series race for 3 days in a row, which is not a big deal, but honestly it takes a little bit of time, 3 days to be exact. And this video is going to tell you if putting in the effort is going to be worth it or not. So far, I can definitely say that this is one of the most pleasant handling vehicles that I've ever driven in the game. Even though it was released in 2018, it feels very modern. One thing that I'm really curious is to see how it customizes when we get to Los Santos Customs because I don't really remember. Hopefully it's going to be good, but well, let's face it, it's probably going to be horrible. Just like Rockstar's decision to remove it from the game. And as mentioned before, this is a sports vehicle, as you can see in the bottom right hand corner. You can sell it for, well, $0 because it's a prize right vehicle. So let's just repair it and go over all the customization options because this one is already customized and the performance are already maxed out on it. So nothing crazy. This one is really interesting. The engine you can only tune. Exhausts, well, I guess I went with the best option. Fenders, I guess you can make it a little bit wider. You have only 3 options for the hood. Lights, I actually kind of like those. Those are stock. License plate, of course we went with the yellow and black, but in any case, if you're curious, this is all the rest and how they look. These are all the roof options. Side skirt options. I gotta say, I'm really happy with the way the vehicle looks and feels. And this is the spoiler, and it has to be mentioned that it's the only visual component that has any impact on the performance of the vehicle. It improves the traction, but since the traction is already maxed out on this one, yeah, nothing more to add here. The suspension, this vehicle is slammed to the ground, as you can guys see. Transmission is something that we've already done. Turbo as well. Wheels, I like those. The window tint is something that I've already done to the vehicle. And yeah, not bad. The one visual thing that we're going to change is respraying the vehicle. And for this, let's go with the chameleon colors. Well, this looks interesting. Let's go with the dark purple, Secondary color, something metallic maybe. Or maybe a metal. Yeah, this looks interesting. Let's go with this one. And the crew emblem, of course. And we are out of here. And at this point, usually in my podium vehicle reviews, I tell you the difference between the performance of the stock vehicle and the upgraded vehicle. But since we already have an upgraded vehicle to begin with, I don't know the difference. But suffice to say, this customized version of this, the performance option, is really good feeling. The traction is really good, the handling is really nice, and even though it's a rear-wheel drive vehicle, it doesn't feel like one in the sense that it's very predictable in how it behaves around corners and when you just quickly turn it around. It's very pleasant to drive, and I'm just gonna repeat myself. I really question Rockstar's decision to remove this car from the game. It's a really fun one. Yeah, it's just such a blast, and the noise the vehicle makes is so good. Honestly, I'm kind of missing this one. I am gonna go out and say it, $1.2 million, is it worth it for this vehicle? Yes, but you can't even pay that anymore. So this is your only chance to get it. And if you're watching the video in the week it was released, then this is the current price right. And yes, you should go win 3 races and get this one. If you don't know how to do it, just get a buddy and take turns winning races. You win 3 and then he wins 3. And yeah, you're both gonna get Comet SRs, which is an awesome vehicle in my opinion. Completely worth the time, and just go get it. I really can't say enough superlatives for this one. And I guess that's gonna be the end of the video. Let me know in the comment section down below, what do you think of this type of video? Do you like it, hate it, or indifferent to it? I'm curious to know. In any case, that's gonna be the end of the video. Thanks so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Fun fact, this vehicle has been on the podium 3 times. So guess what? I'm gonna park this one beside the other 2. Well, I couldn't find the other ones, but well, here's the Wagner, which is currently on the podium, so that's something. And also, this is a Pfister, so that counts for something, right? 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 Guys? Anybody?